Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Gurmantra Siksha Ka Granth. I am your educator Nidhi Dua and I warmly welcomes you at our YouTube channel. So guys, in this lecture we are going to study about P block elements. Specifically we are going to start with the next group number 18. Okay, this group number 18 is also known as inert gas or noble gases. Okay, so the 0 group or 18th group of the periodic table consists of 6 gaseous elements. The name of these gaseous elements are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. The noble gases group 18 are located in the far right of the periodic table and were previously referred to as the inert gases. Due to the fact that their filled valence shells octet make them extremely non-reactive. The noble gases were characterized relatively late compared to other element groups. Except radon, all of them are present in very small amount in the atmosphere. That's why these noble gases or these group 18 gases are known as the rare gases except radon. Radon is produced by the disintegration of radium and it is an radioactive element. So you have to memorize this point in group number 18. Radon is the radioactive element. Due to their highly stable configuration NS2-NP6 type configuration in the valence shell, these gases has very little tendency to undergo any reaction. Since they have very little tendency or they do not have any tendency to react, that's why these gaseous elements of group number 18 are known as inert gases or zero valent gases. Next, in some special circumstances, in some special cases, in some special situations, these gases make few compounds and that is why these gases are also known as noble gases. So, from all the points, you may conclude that group number 18 is known as noble gases, inert gases or zero valent gases. Now, if you talk about the occurrence of noble gases, except radon, all gases occurs in free state. The main sources of group number 18 gases are: number 1 is air. 1% by the volume of air is occupied by inert gases. In total amount of air, only 1% is covered up by the inert gases. The order of percentage by volume of inert gases in air is this: maximum amount of argon is present in air while minimum amount of xenon is present. Second is natural gas. This is the most important source of helium since it contains 2% of helium in it. Natural gas contains 2% helium in it. Next is the spring water. Spring water contains dissolved helium, argon and neon in very small amount. Now, a spring water is a natural discharge point of water at the surface of the ground or directly into the bed of stream, lake or sea. Okay, that is known as a spring water, and spring water contains dissolved helium, argon, neon in very little amount. Now the physical and chemical properties of group number 18th element. The noble gases are very colorless, odorless, tasteless and non-flammable under the standard condition. If we talk about the physical state, these gases are colorless, odorless and tasteless. Noble gases are typically highly unreactive except when under particular extreme conditions. The inertness of noble gases makes them very suitable in the application where reactions are not wanted. Now second point is the about density. If we talk about the order of density in case of group number 18, density increases from helium to radon. MP and BP, that is melting point and boiling point, increases from helium to radon. Size also increases from helium to radon in a particular group from top to bottom. Ionization enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. Helium has maximum ionization enthalpy while radon has the minimum or least ionization energy. This is about the physical properties. Now the chemical properties, heating with air. These gases do not burn nor support in burning. Since these gases are unreactive, these gases are inert, they do not show any burning property with air. If we talk about the atomicity, since their combining capacity is very low, since their reactivity capacity is very low, they exist as a single atom. That's why these inert gases, these group number 18 gases are monoatomic in nature. Mono means single and atomic means atom. They exist as a single atom. The specific heat ratio for all these gases in was 1.66. You have to remember this point. The specific heat ratio for group number 18th gases is 1.66. This is very important point. Next chemical property is solubility in water. These gases are sparingly soluble in water. Solubility in water increases with increasing atomic number. As the atomic number increases from top to bottom, the solubility of these inert gases also increases. This is about solubility in water. Next, the electrical conductivity. These gases have fairly high electrical conductivity. All the inert gases, all the noble gases have high electrical conductivity. They produces characteristic colored lights when electrical discharge is passed through them at low temperature. This is all about physical and chemical properties of group number 18th element. Extraction or isolation of noble gases. If you want to isolate noble gases, you have two methods. Number one is physical method and number two is chemical method. Number one physical method is the frictional distillation of liquid air. This method is based on the difference in boiling point of all gases. So frictional distillation of liquid air is based on the difference of boiling point. Okay? Based on the difference in boiling point. All gases are separated from each other by frictional distillation, and this method is known as Claude's method. The name for the technique to separate each gases from each other by frictional distillation is Claude's method. Okay, you have to remember, you have to memorize this methods, this technique name. During liquefaction of air, gases having low boiling point remain in gaseous state only. As you know, boiling point increases from top to bottom. The gases which has low boiling point, helium and neon, will remain in gaseous state only. Okay. So this is also very important point. Next method is chemical method, and this chemical method is known as Dewars charcoal adsorption method. Dewars charcoal adsorption method is based on the principle that the adsorption capacity of these gases at low temperature increases with increase in atomic weight. And the adsorption capacity depends upon the temperature also. This adsorption capacity of gases depends upon the temperature also. The lower the atomic weight of the noble gas, the lower is the temperature needed to adsorb it. Okay. So this was all about chemical method or Dewars charcoal adsorption method. We have seen two types of method to isolate the noble gases. Number one is physical method and number two is Dewas charcoal adsorption method. Okay. Next, the compounds of xenon and fluorine. We will study three types of compound of xenon and fluorine. Number one is XeF2, number two is XeF4 and number three is XeF6. Okay. Number one is XeF2. If you want to prepare XeF2, what you need? You need to react Xe plus F2 in the ratio 2:1 at 673 Kelvin temperature and 1 bar pressure. So this is about the preparation method of XeF2. You have to remember the reaction. This is very important reaction, the ratio. And this XeF2 is linear structure having sp3d hybridization state. Okay, this is about XeF2. Next is XeF4. If you want to prepare XeF4, what you need? You need Xe and 2F2 in the ratio 1:5 at 873 Kelvin temperature and 1 bar pressure. You will get XeF4. Okay, this is also very important reaction. If you talk about the structure of XeF4, the structure is square planar and the hybridization is sp3d2. Okay. Number third is about XeF6. XeF6 can be prepared by the following method. As you can see here, when you react Xe plus 3F2 in the ratio 1:20 at 573 Kelvin temperature and 60 to 70 bar, you will get XeF6. The structure is distorted octahedral and the hybridization is sp3d3 type hybridization. Okay, this is all about the three types of compound forming from Xe and F. Okay. Now the properties of xenon fluoride. If you talk about the properties of xenon fluoride, XeF2, XeF4 and XeF6 all are colorless crystalline solid subliming radially at 298 Kelvin. Okay. Now the reaction is very important, the hydrolysis of XeF2. When you react water molecule with XeF2, what you will get? You will get 2 xenon plus HF solid plus O2 gas. So this is very important reaction. You have to memorize this reaction. See, this group number 18 is very small and questions could be asked directly from this group number 18. This is very small group and very important group. Okay. Some other reactions of xenon fluorides are there. XeF2 when reacting with PF5 will form XeF plus and PF6 minus. Next is XeF4 plus SbF5 will form XeF3 plus SbF6 minus. And very important reaction, XeF6 reacting with MF type compound will form M plus XeF7 minus type compound, where M can be sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Okay, this is all about the properties of xenon fluoride. Next is the xenon oxygen compounds. If you talk about the xenon oxygen compounds, the hydrolysis of XeF4 and XeF6 with water will form XeO3 type compound. This is also very important. You have to remember, you have to memorize this reaction. When 6 molecules of XeF4 reacting with 12 moles of H2O, it will form 4Xe plus 2XeO3 plus 24HF plus 3O2. This is important. XeO3 type compound will form when 6FeF4 plus 12H2O will react. When 1 mole of XeF6 react with 3 mole of H2O, this will lead to the formation of XeO3 plus 6HF. Okay. This was about the complete hydrolysis of XeF4. Now, the partial hydrolysis of XeF6. When you talk about the partial hydrolysis of XeF6, it will give you XeF4, XeOF4 and XeO2F2 type compound. XeF6 reacting with H2O will form XeOF4 plus 2HF, while XeF6 reacting with 2 moles of H2O lead to the formation of XeO2F2 plus 4HF. Okay, so this was all about group number 18. Group 18 is very important and very small group, so you have to memorize all the points very quickly, all the points to the point. Okay. Now, in case if you are new here at our YouTube channel, please do like, share and subscribe. You can also join our Telegram channel for more new updates related to your exam. You can also join our Facebook page Gurmantra Shiksha Ka Granth. And for further queries, you can mail us on tanejanehaofficial@gmail.com, or you can also contact us on 9351280000. Now, a very important announcement. If you are preparing for CSIR UGC NET, you can follow Neha Taneja ma'am on Unacademy platform. On Unacademy platform, you will get daily live classes, structural courses, live tests and quizzes, and with one subscription, you will get unlimited access. Neha Taneja ma'am is one of the best educator on Unacademy platform. If you are interested, you can go through with this detailed paid classes. While taking these detailed paid classes, you can use the referral code NEHA, that is NEHA, and after using this referral code, you will get 10% discount on total fee. Thank you very much guys. I hope you like the video.